Good morning, good life. Welcome back to AMYTV, where we come together to help you go after the life you want. I'm getting set up. I have a call in like 8 minutes, but I thought it'd be interesting to do something different today. I recently told you that my morning routine has completely changed. It's been about almost 3 months of that, and so I thought it'd be kind of interesting for you to see, not necessarily my morning routine yet, I will tell you about it, but what does it look like for it to be a Monday? That's when I'm filming this. What does it look like to be a Monday during the slowdown? And that's kind of what I'm calling this like healing period of my life, so that I can remind myself why I'm not using an alarm at the present time. If you are not caught up on this, I did a whole video talking about how I quit my morning routine, and there's all kinds of information there if you would like to find out. But I just want to show you kind of like what's going on a Monday for me right now, so that I can both observe the slowdown while also being as productive as I possibly can. Spoiler alert, it's basically a combination of being a lot more selective than I ever have been, and reminding myself that I'm doing the right thing for my health. Everyone has been asking me sort of like, how are you feeling? I don't necessarily feel different, although I bet my body does. I bet it's very internal, which is why I always operated at the speed and ability that I did before. I don't necessarily feel different. I'm more just like taking on the identity of a person who approaches the day differently, so that I don't get into a super duper overdoer zone. That's like the danger zone. We don't want Amy to get to an overdoer zone. So to start, I'm getting ready to get on a call, but I did want to show you, I'm still using calendar blocking because it's very important for me, but my calendar block looks totally different now, and I think it's much more conducive to somebody that wants more space, wants to be able to feel like they have the ability to get a couple things done really, really well. And so that's what my calendar looks like. I'm gonna show you. As you can see today, one of the things that has been very different is I don't usually do my workouts in the morning. And if you've ever seen my calendar block before, this space has never been empty before, but it is now, because I just sort of do what feels natural to me when I wake up, whenever I wake up. But I do schedule my workouts still, so I know when they're going to happen, and I know what I'm actually going to do. I'm taking a call today. I did this last Monday where I got on the phone with somebody. I don't normally talk to anyone on Monday mornings. I wait until the afternoon to connect to my team and really focus on them. But last Monday was nice to just like start the week talking to somebody. It was my friend Chris, and now I'm talking to Nicole, who I've never met before, just to like have a moment with someone. I'm gonna get some space here, which I'll eat lunch, but I'm also gonna prep for an interview later, and then I've got a bunch of meetings this afternoon. So still definitely like a meeting day. This is when a lot of meetings would happen. I would rather have them back to back, get it done, and move on. And then that way I can focus on what I've got to do the rest of the week. There's still a lot of open space for the rest of the week, which is great because there are some things that are not scheduled yet. And I want to have that flexibility to be able to sit down and film a video or record something if I want to, and still have the breathing room to do that. So that's what's happening. That's sort of like the start to the day. It's a low makeup day. I just have to look Zoom appropriate. So I'm wearing like my favorite like tinted sunscreen, a little bit of concealer, just like enough to present myself for the day. But what I love is that I'm very much in a call mode today, and that's where I need to keep my headspace, but I still have some flexibility to write in the afternoon if I want to. If I'm dead and done after my podcast interview, which is at 3 o'clock today, then I can call it quits at 4 o'clock. And I've really been focusing on how do I have that core few hours in the middle of the day that I get the most amount of work done, so I can give myself more flexibility in the morning and a little bit more flexibility in the evening as well. So that is what's happening. And things like an entire block over an entire day is a reminder to me that in the old days, yeah, I used to be able to record a video and do 8 million other things the same day. But these days, that's not something that I'm doing because I want to make sure I give the proper space for a really big project, give it the entire day so my entire headspace is there, and ultimately make the project better. In order to make that happen, I had to, send detail therapy into summer break and do a lot of things to give us a little bit more space, but scheduling for space is really important too. So, also planning on taking Friday off. That's gonna be good. All right, so I can get on this call with Nicole now. Here we go. Okay, I had to step away from the computer for a minute. Also, my house is a total wreck right now. Ugh. But needed to step away. All my meetings for this afternoon are about to start. I had a great call this morning with Nicole. It was super energizing, talking to another business owner, just getting to relate. I was on a walk with Vincenzo and Khaleesi when I got a call, and I ended up getting some bad news today. So I'm like, by the way, everything's fine, but it's just like bad news on a scale, on a certain scale. So now I'm like, and it's like Monday, barely afternoon. I have to engage in like 4 meetings, 1 interview, and all I want to do is stop working right now. But instead, when I kind of like feel these moments of like, dang it, what do I do now? I just walk away. I just have to walk away from the computer because my instinct is to start solving problems like immediately. And there are just some problems that when they present themselves, it's just a change. It's not even really a problem. It's just a change. And time is going to help me adjust to that change. So when it's something I can't just do something about right now and time has to take place in order for it to adjust, I need to like step out of my doer element, relax for a second, take a breath, so that I can go into my next situation with at least a little bit of a clear mind, so that I can fully be on for those reasons and do them to the best of my ability. So I'm sitting here and the air conditioning is blasting because I'm burning up. Yes, I know I'm wearing a sweater, but Ohio weather, what are you gonna do? I don't know. Today, hair is up, earrings are in. I'm doing laundry. It is a little after 4 o'clock. I've been trying to do this thing where I end at 4 o'clock, or at least I stop scheduling things after 4 o'clock, which worked out great today because I got to end on an amazing interview with Ashley Stahl. That's gonna be for detail therapy, and it was sort of like the thing you look forward to and you're like, oh, I hope it goes really, really well. I hope we're like jiving today, because I am not having the best day now. So anyway, it was a really good way to end. Do I have time to make dinner right now? Yes, I do. Am I going to? No, I'm not. I'm not feeling it. And you kind of get to the point of the day where you're like totally assessing, how did it go? How am I feeling? How do I lean into going in a better direction? The last thing I need to do is cut vegetables and make dinner, because it's not gonna make me feel better right now. I really just wanna finish this laundry and sit on the couch and have a relaxing evening and check out a little bit from the day, from the bad, from the coming that's like looming, and just enjoy the day with my husband. Because it's moments like this that you're like, there are so many good things going on right now. I need to feel more of those good things. And that's a good thing that I'm gonna do. So, laundry, not so much. Okay. I'm fresh-faced now, ready for bed. It's about, let's see what time it is, 9:15, which is right about right these days. We watch some TV in the evening, and actually we wanted to watch another episode, but we started early enough that we went for a walk in between, because we ate it whenever we can. If we can eat dinner and then go on a walk, if it's still light out, it's the dream. So we do that. So we took Khaleesi on a little walk, and now I feel like I'm still a bit wired because obviously we were just watching TV. I'm probably not going to fall asleep for another hour, but I need to like wind down. One of the drinks that I've been having every day is called, what is it called? It's called Relax Max. I think it's mostly magnesium, but it's something that my doctor prescribed me, so keep that in mind. And consult your doctor. That's been nice because it's like, they say it's like a glass of wine in terms of like, you know, taking the edge off. I don't know why they say that. It is nothing like a glass of wine. But if it's taking the edge off internally, then I guess that's good news. But I do like magnesium for helping me fall asleep. So right now, before I head to bed, I pull out my planner. You've seen it before, haven't you? Pull out my planner and just kind of have a reflection of very quick, you know, nothing like too committal, because otherwise, you know, it's so easy to let these things fall to the wayside in the evenings, right? We get tired when we finally do go to bed and we're not sitting here journaling. But what I like to do is at least write down 3 things I'm grateful for, or 3 of like my happiest moments of the day. Specifically, I feel like when you focus on the happiest moments of the day, then you kind of at least can give yourself some perspective if anything not so great happened during the day. And today was one of those days. So I will be writing 3 of my favorite moments of the day, which is actually fairly easy. And that makes me happy because they're so easy to write because they are so great. And also, you know, like as much as the crappy stuff can get to me, this is how I keep it from doing that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to set my alarm. I'm just going to go to bed. I have a very easy day tomorrow, so that's really helpful. Today was actually much busier than tomorrow is going to be. So what I'll be doing is very much focused on creative in terms of ideation and writing video ideas. Usually Tuesdays are an audio day for me, but we're bringing detail therapy to a close for the season, so I don't have a lot to do on that front. So it'll be a really good day for me to just be thinking about videos that are coming in the future, and I'll have a lot of creative space to do that. So I'm looking forward to that. But I hope that this was really helpful. I thought it would just be interesting to kind of share with you what it looks like in an average day for me right now when I talk about being productive and balancing the ins and outs of life and business, and also going through a healing period and slowing down. This is pretty much what it looks like. The highs, the lows, the good, the bad, the ugly. Oh God, yes. But thank you for joining me in my really messy dressing room. I'm trying not to let you see. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Remember, subscribe for good vibes, kiss the ones you love, and go after the life you want. Cheers. P.S. If this was helpful, then we can continue this saga of a day in the life and the slowdown. Let me know, and check out these videos. If you found this interesting, you might like these as well.